Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warame Nalawa. Hello and welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country itself and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here today. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated, particularly by our elders. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up by Governor Macquarie in 1815, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and eventually secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, from which the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant that the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a benchmark or a model on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 200 years ago, he didn't find a primitive culture, he found an advanced culture, certainly an ancient one. He described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked and made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the earth without tilling it excessively. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, and then they were shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state, through fire and responsible harvesting, with our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. So remember, this is not a dream or an ideal. This was normal life for the longest time, and not too very long ago. And I don't think there is any reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. But we're a clever people and there is still much magic in the world. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your lives. Life is good and we are normally a very happy people. Share your gifts with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. I think together we can put together a country and a world that we can be proud of and a future that's worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do my own now by winding up and letting you graduate. I just want to say congratulations to all of us and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Welcome to country. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce the Chancellor of Macquarie University, the Honourable Michael Egan AO. Chancellor.
Thank you, Chris Tobin, for your welcome to country. Well, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first I want to thank all of you for coming. A graduation ceremony is an important celebration of achievement, the achievements of our graduands, of course, and I might say also of the university. So it's very good that you're here, and I'm very grateful that you are. I also especially want to thank those of you who have brought children with you. It's good for them that they're here because their memories of today and of the importance of today may one day be the thing that inspires them to emulate the successes of today's graduations. And their presence is good for us too, because every celebration is enhanced by the presence of children. Now, unless children have changed enormously since I was a child, few of them will be able to stay quiet or still for the duration of a graduation ceremony. And I don't expect them to, and I don't want them to, and I don't want you to worry if they don't. They are most welcome, and please let them run around and make as much commotion as they like. And I'm pleased to see we have some little babies with us. A couple over there look very freshly hatched. They are allowed to yell their lungs out because we've learnt from long experience that if a baby cries throughout a graduation ceremony, they're back within 25 years to take out their first PhD. So it's to be encouraged, not discouraged. Now, the most important thing today is that our graduands have a great day. And you will only have a great day if you relax. There's nothing to feel nervous about. Some of you look so nervous that you'd think you were going to go into the exam room rather than be here collecting a degree. Nothing can go wrong today. The worst, well, I suppose it can. Worst thing that can happen though is that you fall over when you're walking across the stage. That's fine. We've got all these people here to pick you up and send you on your way. So don't worry about it at all. Just sit back and relax because you deserve to enjoy today. You deserve to take pride, great pride in your graduation. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance, and you need to make many sacrifices. So welcome and congratulations to each and every one of you. I also want to congratulate those of you who are here today as the guests of our graduands, because if you think about it for just a moment, you've all obviously done well too. The very fact that you're here, the fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you've been very important in their lives and in the successes that we celebrate today. And I don't want you to think either that observing today's graduation is the end of your role, because I have at least one more important service for you to perform for our newest graduates, as they will soon become. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our graduands are too self-effacing to proclaim their own success, you make sure that you do it for them. The ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, graduates have been donning robes just like the ones our graduands are wearing today and participating in ceremonies just like this one. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world which can trace their history back more than 500 years. Macquarie, by comparison, is very young. We celebrated our 50th Jubilee just 3 years ago. We proudly take our name from Australia's greatest colonial governor, Governor Lachlan Macquarie, a man whose greatness and achievements were never acknowledged by his contemporaries, but only by history. Those of us who went to school in New South Wales were taught that Macquarie was a great builder, but his greatest legacy, in my view, has nothing to do with bricks and mortar. His greatest legacy was the ethos he established, much to the annoyance of the British authorities at the time, of an egalitarian society. Because it was Macquarie's insistence that in this fledgling convict colony there be no distinction between the free and the freed that was the foundation of the Australian nation of a fair go for all. And that is the legacy that here at Macquarie we will always aim to maintain and honour. After our first 53 years, we now have more than 176,000 Macquarie graduates living in more than 140 countries. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We're now ranked in the top 2% of the world's universities. From our beginnings, we have defied the traditional boundaries of academia. We have pioneered and continue to pioneer learning and teaching approaches that challenge conventions and shift thinking. Our students play a major role in their own learning and are empowered to guide what and how they learn. We're also research pioneers. Our framework for the future, world-leading research with world-changing impact, is brought to life by renowned researchers whose bold and innovative solutions to issues of global significance are of enormous benefit to the world we live in. And by the way, that's not some idle boast. I mean, I'm sure all of you at some time this week will use Wi-Fi or come across someone who is using it. Now, Wi-Fi wasn't developed at Oxford University or Harvard University or the ANU or Melbourne University or Sydney University. Wi-Fi was developed by Macquarie University scientists in conjunction with scientists from the CSIRO. We're also rather proud of some of our new facilities. On your way here today, you may have seen our Macquarie University Hospital, which is only a few years old. We are the only university in Australia that owns and operates its own hospital. And it forms a part of a very exciting medical enterprise which, when entirely established, will be Australia's first fully integrated academic health sciences centre under a university's leadership. But it's also, I might say, a great hospital. I can attest to that personally. A couple of years ago, I was a patient there for 3 days, and I can assure you that the level of care is absolutely phenomenal, especially when you're the Chancellor. So I recommend it to you. Other outstanding new facilities include our library, our Australian Hearing Hub, which is a world-leading institute in hearing and language sciences, a state-of-the-art media centre, a newly launched simulation hub for teaching and research, and cutting-edge science laboratories. Now, that's not to say that all of our lecture rooms and laboratories are first class. Many, unfortunately, are not. But we plan to fix that, and in the very near future we'll be announcing some very exciting plans for a major physical transformation of our campus that will take place over the next decade. So we're looking forward and we're on the move. Here at Macquarie we have a very clear and straightforward mission, and that mission is to transform people's lives and to improve the lives not just of our own students, but also of people all around the globe by the work and achievements of our graduates and by the fruit of our research. We want Macquarie always to be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And graduands, in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. Now, graduands and ladies and gentlemen, it's now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Suzanne Steigler-Peters. Suzanne is the education lead within Telstra. Her key areas of focus are the provision of thought leadership, solution innovation, industry insight, and strategic engagement with education leaders and ministers. In 2010, Susie established and is chair of the Education Leaders Circle, which comprises highly respected education leaders from across Australia. Before joining Telstra, Susie fulfilled a number of roles as educator, business development manager and chief education officer. In 2013, she was invited to join the GSMA Global M-Education Advisory Group. She was the inaugural chair of the AIIA National Education Special Interest Group. She served as a board member of the Greater Western Sydney Educational Alliance and by invocation of the Education Minister, served as a board member on the New South Wales Community Languages School Board. I now invite Susie Steigler-Peters to deliver the occasional address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Susie Steigler-Peters.
Chancellor, members of the faculty, staff, distinguished guests, graduands, families and friends. Today, graduands, is your day. It's your day to be proud. Proud of your achievements, your commitment, your dedication and discipline to see your work through and attain your valuable degree. Valuable. And I say to you, congratulations. Today is also a time to reflect on the ups and downs, the challenges and special moments that were part of your journey to this very celebration. Take a moment to think about that and give yourself a pat on the back. That's the very least you can do. Think also about how you've grown through this marvellous process of learning, which has no doubt challenged you from time to time with its unflappable rigour and exacting demands. Today is also a time to reflect on how you arrived at this milestone in your life. The effort that you put in, the sacrifices that you made, the never-ending hours of study, and perhaps those rare moments of self-doubt. Admittedly, a lot of the last few years has been all about you and the luxury, I'll call it that again, the luxury of study, of deep learning. Now, let's move on from introspection and consider those that helped and supported you along this recent learning journey. Yet, think about those who tolerated your frustrations, your anxieties, your outbursts, and your demands. Take the time to be gracious and seek out and thank these selfless people in your own way. I can assure you it will not be forgotten and will place you in good stead for tomorrow. Achieving this milestone by attaining your degree places a world of opportunity at your feet. You now have, or will have in a moment, a high-quality recognised credential that opens doors and can take you on many exciting journeys. Indeed, today marks a significant phase in your life, places more power in your hands, and offers you increased agency over your future. And this is an important point to take note of, as many of you enter a world of work which is no longer defined by known jobs that will see you through the next 40 years or so until retirement. As you're very well aware, today's workforce and the broader economy are marked by degrees of uncertainty and rapid disruption. Aspects of many traditional jobs are being automated and prompting the early redundancy of members of the workforce. No industries at all are immune from this trend. On the other hand, if we think positively, new opportunities are emerging almost every day and presenting fresh and exciting assignments for which one must be ready. You're entering a world of changing jobs and short-term assignments that will test your domain knowledge as well as your resilience, your creativity, and your adaptability. With this comes a renewed demand to tighten your support networks, which may include uni classmates and alumni. For it is through this swiftness of local and global networking, both face-to-face and digital, that you'll increase both your influence index and your workforce currency, as well as keep your finger on the pulse of emerging opportunities. In fact, you're probably fortunate not to be caught up in the world of some 10 or 20 years ago. Entering a rapidly changing job market provides you with multiple opportunities over time to fulfil your dreams and aspirations, and I'm sure you've got plenty of those. You'll continue to build on your core strengths while developing the agility to pivot and focus on the specific business skills needed right now. But just when you're comfortable, along will come an unexpected nudge, the nudge to change, to readjust, or even to move on. Put simply, you can't afford to be complacent, not for a single moment. However, in all of this, your degree is your solid foundation for the successes of your future. Let me share briefly a little of my own story. My parents are immigrants, and English is my second language. I'm first in family to obtain a university degree. My liberation, in fact, was and is the chance to luxuriate in the wonders of learning and end up getting my university degree. And since then, I'm actually fortunate to have held several senior positions both in bureaucracy and the corporate world. You might think, actually, that bureaucracy and corporate are worlds apart. However, after working in both, I argue that they are more alike than they are different. Let me give you 4 reasons. They are both, in fact, businesses. They each have their distinct culture, and we all know that culture eats strategy for breakfast. They both exhibit the continual need for agile change and adaptation, and they both continually seek new leaders and fresh innovators. And as I've moved through the bureaucratic and corporate worlds, I've come to know that there are 2 key focus areas to keep in mind in order to not only survive, but to thrive. These are lifelong learning and mindset awareness. Let me explain. Taking ownership of continually developing your cognitive and soft skills is an absolute must if you want to be successful. Go ahead and master that course in psychometrics if the job demands it. Build your reputation for being a great collaborator or a creative problem solver and a clever facilitator, and use social media to do it. Equally, it's critical that you develop the capacity to not be restricted by the definition of your current job or role. The ability to shift your mindset and project yourself into a diverse range of functions will help to liberate your thinking and the way you see yourself. This brings with it a can-do attitude and can help you to adapt to new roles quickly. Attention to lifelong learning and mindset awareness has certainly helped me to maintain currency and relevance, as well as provide leadership with confidence. Can I encourage you to build on the foundations of your degree, your unique experiences of university, the challenges that you've been thrown by your professors, and of course, the way you responded. This is grit, and ultimately, that's the thing that could differentiate you from the person you're sitting next to. As such, your degree and its ecosystem of achievements, learnings, musings and mind wanderings is your personalised framework for professional and personal development into the future. As you move forward and invoke the learnings from your years of study and presumably take on leadership roles in the world of business, there are two observations that can frame your personal and professional life. It's not so much what you do, it's how you do it. So, in closing, let's consider these two observations through the lens of accomplishment. What you do. Whether you're the CEO of a company, a team leader, a project leader, head of a business unit, you'll have responsibility to deliver quality services, positive outcomes, and improvements over time. You might even have to make some money. Let's call these your KPIs. And in addition, there'll be plenty of spectators who'll be watching you. That's a given, I can guarantee it. Moving on to how you do it. Well, at the end of the day, when the numbers are crunched and customer satisfaction has been measured, it comes down to your distinguishing style, your ethical stance, and your clear philosophical approach that mark your true success, both professionally and, importantly, personally. Your compassion, your integrity, your values, your respect for self and others, your generosity and capacity to give and forgive, your honesty and trustworthiness will not only distinguish what and how you deliver, but return for you real value against your happiness index, the thing that makes you happy in life. Some questions I'll leave with you as you stretch from today's great milestone to your next. 1. What is the measure of success? 2. How will you know when you're there? And 3. Where will you squeeze in your happiness index? Above all, today, be happy and be proud of your noteworthy accomplishment, and may your future bring many more defining and rewarding moments. Thank you.
Well, graduands and ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree that was an outstanding occasional address from Susie Steigler-Peters. There are a number of things that stood out for me. One was her comment that it's not what you do, but how you do it that is the more important. I was wondering when she said that, how that applied to the board and the senior management of United Airlines. And also the need to be intellectually and vocationally agile. That is something that is more important for your generation than it ever was for mine. When I went to school and went to university and left university, most of us assumed we'd be in the same job, or at least in the same sort of job, for life. Now, it didn't turn out to be the case, and it certainly won't be the case for you. I'm sure all of you have some idea where you will be in 20 years' time, what you'll be doing in 20 years' time. Just be aware that it's very unlikely that that will turn out to be the case. You may well find yourself doing lots of things that are very much different from what you would now anticipate. But that's not to be worried about. That is a challenge and an opportunity. Be agile. Once again, please join with me in thanking Susie Steigler-Peters for an outstanding occasional address. And by the way, when I was at school, I understood what all my mates' fathers did for a living. And I say fathers because very few of our mothers were actually in the workforce in those days, but they were all jobs you understood. And these days, I hardly understand any of them. So they are things you can do, though. Have no doubt about that. But it is a very different world. Well, now, we come to the part of the ceremony which is the reason we're here. The key purpose of today is the conferring of degrees. And I did say earlier that you had nothing to feel nervous about at your graduation, but this is the one part of the ceremony that makes me a little bit nervous, because many years ago I was told by a very eminent legal mind, an acquaintance of mine, that if you confer a degree on someone who was not eligible to receive it, it's very, very hard to take it back. So before I confer your degrees upon you, I need an ironclad assurance from our acting registrar, Kim Gurin over there, that none of you were ever late in submitting an assignment and that none of you ever skipped the class. Can you please give me that assurance?
Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
Graduands, in the name of the Council of Macquarie University and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Graduates, congratulations.
Please be seated. Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. I now call on Professor Lee Wood, Associate Dean of Learning and Teaching of the Faculty of Business and Economics, to present the graduates. Professor Wood.
Chancellor, the Faculty of Business and Economics, including the Macquarie Graduate School of Management, is the largest faculty at Macquarie University and one of the largest in Australia. We are an applied, engaged and global business school. Our role is to create knowledge through applied research in areas of marketing, management, finance, economics, actuarial studies and accounting. Our programs are innovative and include strong engagement with industry, as well as the development of employability skills. Business, knowledge and skills are in demand globally. So to you, graduates, you have the skills, the knowledge and the resilience to make a positive contribution to your family, your community and to the world. Chancellor, on behalf of the staff of the faculty, I'm proud to present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you have admitted to degrees. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the Bachelor of Commerce, Nicholas Araya. Ravi Colum Beedham. Luka Bosnikov. Lisa Chen. Sean Cooley. Kimberly Louise Cramp. Lauren Flynn. Annie Louise Humphreys. Miriam Hermes. Joshua Scott Lackmaker. Christine Leo. Costa Manalopoulos. Isabel Miller. Max Coco Morgan. Constant Elise Noon. Sarah Poonen. Hira Rizvi. Ari Sarkisian. Unjani Sham. Vanessa Tran. Ming Lee Matty Choi. Bridget Annabel Ward. Madeline Sarah Victoria Wensley. Jade Leeming Whiteman. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the Bachelor of Arts. Claire Armitage. Chelsea Caddy. Shanez Lede Delawari. Kenny Giorgio Hadiwanata. Jovana Knezovic. Jasmine Rita Lee. Lauren Murray. Natasha Olsen. Emily Kate Taylor. Maria Yanina Vispicki. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting. Rebecca Anna Arness. Peter Clark. Jake Jordan. Daniel Adrian Jerd. Shanunka Amina Liana Rachi. Jared Carlo Manalo. Scott Martin. Brendan Mills. Kanika Nagpal. Isabella Rose Quant. Amanita May Makon Sauz. Kevin Tu. Brendan Yu. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance. Lian Jia Hui. I present graduates admitted to the degree Bachelor of Arts. Joshua Andrews. Carl Alexander Buchner. Owen Keith Chu. Sanju Metin Edoan. Ke De Fang. Zhu Yang Fan. Christopher Howe. Sarah Hazuri. Richard Heisman. Annabella Veronica Iacono. Lehman Jennings. Kenshiro Kaneko. Anna Kuri. Minjo Kim. Ryan Kistner. Siwan Angela Lam. Yan Tun Lam. Naomi Ellen Layden. Luke Marshall. Sarah Jane Murray. Carmel Norton. Nabil J. Parla. Sophia Papapandos. Alexander Paris. Li Jinchio. William Ridley. Henny Anelli Salo. Shan Sell. Lani Mose Sewati. Kerry Louise Sharp. Arya Singh Sumali. Benjamin John Vassilo. Ivan Rudolf Vafashinyak. Marion Williams. Ling Ling Young. Ying Han Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Mir Abir Abrar. Kevin Gary Anderson. Nas Jerome Aoun. Anthony Philip Aziza. Philip Bakovic. Anil Kumar Bakri. Karen Borg. Tai Ho Chuk. Jacqueline Simone Desfart. Anita Devine. Brendan Fisher. Jake Brandon Gunston. George Haddad. Shadi Halak. Melanie Rose Hillman. Yiting Huang. Javier Yablonko Yunovic. Isabella Aidaya Jacinto. Stephen Jacobs. Suhair Ahmed Khan. Vivian Lau. Alexander Leone. Jun Lim. Timothy McHugh. Clodagh Nisbet. Rebecca Unglei Teng. John Nguyen Lei. Aaron Pazorski. Shatura Roshan Perea Ranatonga Arachile. Joel Shanahan. Shiroze. Alyssa Silvano. Carissa Smith. Matthew Peter Snodgrass. Prachi Solanki. Jennifer Aquino Soriano. Emil Tayak. Anthony Teoro. Alice Hun Chao Tio. Zahue Vincentio. Jack Lee Han Sao. Isa Ra Pong Un. Jian Kanti Vashani. Benjamin Vargas. Pern Chen Wan. Xiao Han Wang. Wen Ting Wan. Shenfei Xu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Syed Ali Hashim Fesharaki. Ashley Pickrell. David Varka. Nicholas Coleman. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Business with the Master of International Relations. Luis Andres Agudelo Arango. Mudra Bakshay Levi. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Business. Jin Hong Wang. Ke Jin. Xiao Li Liao. Long. Shern Shilu. Jin Jo Luo. Ranjan Singh. Yang Siwu. Chao Jue Zhou. Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics.
Chancellor, I call on Miss Lisa Chen, who has graduated today with a Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Ms. Chen.
Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests, I'm honoured and privileged to graduate with a cohort of such high calibre. When I was first asked to speak, I had no hesitation because Macquarie University has given me what seems like a lifetime of stories, but today I only have a matter of minutes. Those who know me would say I am an opportunist, always searching for something new, something beyond us. My combined degree with majors in international business and Chinese studies not only fitted my personality, but it opened my eyes to a whole new world. It taught me to live courageously, to think outside the box, and to not be afraid to colour outside of the lines. When I had just turned 20, I found myself studying in Hong Kong. It was something I have never experienced before. The foreignness of a new place and culture made even the frustrations appear novel and shiny. I found myself exploring in a thriving city, not too sure what I was searching for, but looking back, I was searching for myself. Everyone hurried around, and with them they carried aspirations and hard work that was infectious. From that, I woke up one day and decided, if I was to be a part of the Asian century or China dream, I had to be there to realise it. And let me just say, Macquarie University and Student Exchange are exceptional at delivering opportunities. The following year, I moved to Shanghai to study. I didn't feel the need to tell my family because I didn't have the words, and I still don't have the words to express how my experiences abroad have shaped who I am. If I hadn't taken the risk to step outside, I would not have had the opportunity to chase who I really am. I would not know what makes me thrive or what makes me wake up every morning. Importantly, if I were not in Shanghai, I would have missed the opportunity to understand my own culture. And like growing plants, self-cultivation stems from the roots. From Shanghai, Macquarie University then took me to New Delhi. India was an unimaginable culture shock. Nevertheless, I have never laughed so much within a short month. Today, I find myself waking up in a regional town with a population no greater than 6,000. Somehow, a new place where the number of cows exceeds the number of Chinese people draws me to the centre of Australian agriculture and one step closer to Asia. Macquarie University has prepared us with the tools of thinking and the growth mindset. With that, you can do anything and go anywhere. No one can guarantee you will succeed, just as no one can guarantee you will fail. Not even a fortune teller can tell you what tomorrow will hold. A line taken from one of my favourite books, The Alchemist, is, all you need to know, you already know. So with that, trust yourself, go out and take risks, and don't be afraid to chase who you really are. To overcome self-doubt, I have been fortunate to be surrounded and taught by people who believe in me more than I believe in myself. Professor Wong, who has taught me everything I know about international business strategy, and my favourite tutor, Chaminda, who I have been meaning to thank for all these years. My greatest appreciation goes out to you both and academics alike who make learning such an enjoyable experience. And of course, the incredible people that I have met along the way. My utmost thanks. People-to-people relationships stay with you for a lifetime, and each and everyone here today will have different people that are of incredible influence and support. Take the time to thank them because it takes a great deal of people to move mountains in bringing us here today. In the final words of no one wiser than Dr. Seuss himself, congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, and congratulations not only on your speech but also on your arts degree and your commerce degree. From the places you've been, it seems to me that you're a fairly intrepid young woman, and that's going to stand you in very good stead. I'm glad you enjoyed your time here at Macquarie University, and I hope that you'll maintain contact with Macquarie throughout your life. I think Lisa deserves another great round of applause. Well, now, that wasn't too bad, was it? That glorious voice, ladies and gentlemen, belongs to Angela Brewer. And we're very fortunate that Angela is able to sing at almost all of our graduations, not always. And you're very lucky that she was able to sing at yours this afternoon. Because when Angela can't get here, I do the singing. So you're very lucky. And if you'd like to hear Angela sing some more, it's very simple. All you've got to do is enrol in another degree, and I'll make sure she's singing at your next graduation as well. I think Angela deserves another great round of applause. And so too do our fabulous musicians, Dr. James Forsyth over there, our organist. And on the Chinese traverse flute, Dr. Chai Chang Ning. And sitting near them, and also some over here, are our alumni volunteers who come along to our graduations to make sure that everything runs smoothly for your graduation. I'm sure you'd like to thank them as well. Well now, graduates, this ceremony marks the end of one stage in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with Macquarie. From today on, for the rest of your lives, you are part of the bigger Macquarie family, which is our alumni, and part of the network of 176,000 Macquarie alumni spanning the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our alumni program, which is focused on lifelong learning, lifelong support, and lifelong connections. Our commitment to you is to help you keep in touch and engaged with Macquarie throughout your life. And please, graduates, do make sure you come back to Macquarie, either to undertake more study or perhaps attend alumni events or use our aquatic and fitness facilities, or even just to have a stroll around our lovely campus. Now, graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. Believe it or not, you, each and every one of you, can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it either. Because almost everything you do, in your homes, in your workplaces, and in your communities matters and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society, through the decades, indeed the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or a kind gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life or a great career or a great achievement. So as Chancellor of Macquarie University, I charge you to use what you have learned, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I charge you to recognise the worth and dignity of all people, particularly those who've not had the opportunities that you've enjoyed. I charge you to set high goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. I charge you, wherever you go, go with all your heart. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. Now, graduates, I hope also that you'll always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom, of course, are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm now going to ask you to do a couple of things. Graduates, would you now please stand? Now I'd like you to place your degrees on the seats behind you so that your hands are free. And I'd like you to turn around to face your families and your friends. And now I invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. Well, graduates, you can turn around now, but don't sit down. We'll be leaving in just a moment. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who've supported you throughout your journey at Macquarie. I'm sure you'd like to join your hands in thanking them as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in just a few seconds, I will lead the official party out through the central corridor or aisle, and it will be my great honour to invite all of our newest graduates and all of you to join us for some light refreshments down by the marquee overlooking the lake. I would now invite everyone to please stand, and please remain standing until the last graduate has processed out. And then I hope you will all join the academic procession all the way down to the marquee. Well, graduates, I wish you the very best for the future. And in the words of the old Irish blessing, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Graduates, good luck.